Okay, so in relation to making the anniversary stats, Rolf and I came up with an idea on how we could better categorize the developed websites. So it's very problematic to do that program or by code. So what we came up with was a system where you can visually identify um, which category a website is in. So what you do is you log into RegistryOffice and you go to the URL /admin/tld/global/categorize. So what happens then is that the system will pull up a random website, and you have to pick and choose one of the categories on the left side. I would recommend that you read through all the categories before you start it, so you are familiar with which categories are available. In addition, you have the option to add a new category name if needed. It will then add to this list, but I would only suggest doing that if it's absolutely needed. The less categories we have, the better. In addition, you can also mark the site as, especially good, nice and developed, and you can just click the featured site. And you could also tag it if it has a really good video on it. Further below, you'll see some stats on who has given the most categorization. Currently, Rolf is leading. And you see that there are 3,105 domains that are queued up to be reviewed. And here are the different categories that we have marked so far. So let me show you an example. So I have to figure out what this is. A blog by global experts on police analytics and their implications. Okay. Okay, so I guess political. And I just press save. So it can, in some instances, take some time to pull up or visit the website and create the screenshot. So what I would recommend if you have a screen that's big enough is that you pull up 2 instances. So just go to the same URL, registroffice.global/admin/tld/global/categorize. And it will pull up two separate that you can view. Okay, so in this case, it wasn't able to capture the screenshot. So what I can do then is just click the domain name, and we'll try and pull up the websites. The same thing happened here. You can either click the screenshot or this one to pull up and look to see what's there. So in these cases, both sites are not responding. So I just mark them as an error and do the same thing with this, like it has an error. And this can happen from time to time, that the web server is down or, whatever reason. So by doing that on both, it will then pull up 2 new examples for me to look at. Okay, so again, I can click the screenshot to look further at the website to see if I can figure out what this is. Animations, yeah, I don't know, it's some sort of blog or something. Yeah, I am summarizing. So we guess this is the blog, and I'll just mark it as personal. It's not a particular nice site, so I wouldn't feature it, and it doesn't have video. So okay, here is the healing space, wellness club. So I would just categorize this as health. Okay, this one looks good. Merck.global. It's Norwegian site actually. So workloads, gifts, and stuff like that. I would say this is business products and services. They are selling products to companies. No, site is okay, so we'll call it a featured site. Okay, so this is an example of default web page that you get from a hosting company or a parking provider. So I will just call this parked. So what I will do later is to look at all the websites that are marked as parked and find patterns within these and use that to filter them out in the future. So it's a great benefit that they are categorized because the system will learn from it. Another benefit is also that for all the websites you guys visit, we capture the screenshot. So we get tons of website screenshots by doing this exercise. Okay, another example here. Clicking on it to look further into it. It's an instrument which forces and then business, financial filing, business security, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so they're selling services to businesses. The website isn't fantastic, so this space could be yours. So that's obviously for sale. I will tag it as such. Registered now for World Genius Search Examination. Okay, cool. So I would call this ADB Educational Services. Yeah. Okay, let's look what we have here. What is this? This is websites. Yeah, so it's like group website for, yeah. So it's maritime and shipping. So I would call that logistic and transport. It's a fairly okay website, so tag it as featured. Okay, so this looks nice, but it's not, doesn't seem to be fully developed. Yeah, so it's coming soon. I'll mark it as such. Yeah, and this is basically it.